Welcome back. The House of Representatives convened on Tuesday at the beginning of the 5th ordinary session. Members of Parliament convened for a procedural session to elect members of the 25 parliamentary committees, which will be declared on Wednesday. Speaking at the opening session, Parliament Speaker Ali Abdullah said the country is united behind its leadership in confronting all threats. He hailed efforts of the leadership in the development process and reiterated the House of Representatives' support. He also said that the Parliament in its 5th session will follow up with the government on efforts to preserve the people's interests.
And with us for more on the session is Ambassador Gamal Bayoumi, former assistant to the Foreign Minister. Thank you very much for joining us, Your Excellency.
It's my pleasure. How are you?
Thank you very much. What are the most important issues, Your Excellency, that you expect to be discussed in the coming phase of this parliamentary session?
They have a very long agenda this time, especially that this is the last session for this parliament. And we shall have next year new election for a new parliament. So they have to revise many agreements. They have to see the situation, especially the economic situation. And we are lucky to hear that all the international monetary organizations are praising what is going on as the economic reform in Egypt. All the basic economic indicators in Egypt are going towards good results. I'm talking about exports, about foreign direct investment, tourism, the reserves in the central bank, the transfers from our Egyptian community abroad. All these indicators are going positively. But we are greedy. We want to have more and more in order to cover the increased growth rate vis-a-vis the increase in the birth rate. And of course, we have lots of agreements which were signed during the visit of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, whether to France, to Tokyo twice, and in the United States during the last session of the United Nations General Assembly. Also, they have to revise the budget of this year, I mean the coming year. 2019, 2020, and we hope to hear more and more good news about the indicators of the budget. The deficit in the budget is going well. The debt burdens are going less and less. So let us hope that the Parliament will give us some good news, and they will be our representatives in order to monitor what is going on politically, economically, and socially in Egypt.
Yes, Your Excellency, how do you see the impact of the latest steps over the ration cards on the citizens?
I think everything is going positive, of course. And I think we have to prepare ourselves to another room for the Parliament, because this is the deputies and representatives. We are preparing according to the amendment of our constitution to have an upper room, the Majlis al-Shuyukh, the Council of Shuyukh, or Shura, the Shura Council. So these developments in our parliament life is going to add to the monitoring of our economy, the monitoring of our political relations. This is going, by the way, very good towards most of the countries of the world. We are proud that Cairo is one of the largest cities in the world hosting foreign missions and foreign embassies. This means that we have a base of very good relations with most of the international countries.
Yes, Your Excellency, Ambassador Gamal Bayoumi, former assistant to the Foreign Minister, thank you very much for joining us on Panorama News.
The Egyptian ambassador to the United Nations, Mohammed Idris, gave a speech before the UN Security Council session over developments in Syria. He called for taking the necessary measures against parties and governments which support terrorist organizations through finances, weaponry or political cover. He said Cairo has expressed hope the agreement over forming a Syrian constitutional committee would be a turning point to stop the plight of the Syrian people and reach political settlement led by the Syrians themselves. He said Cairo calls for serious and joint measures to combat terrorism and illegal armed groups in Syria. He warned that the terrorist and foreign fighter threats could extend outside Syria.
The Ministry of Supplies announced on Tuesday that it continues to receive complaints from citizens who were lifted from the lists of ration cards. The ministry said that 1.8 million people were returned to the lists upon the directions of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. The ministry said that the rotation of the lists of citizens receiving subsidized food is done according to social justice indicators. The statement added that the citizens were restored to the lists when proven that they have the right to receive the subsidized food rations. The ministry have called on citizens who have been wrongfully excluded from the cards program to submit an official complaint and vowed that they would be re-entered into the program.